So this video is speaking directly to those who have felt misplaced. They haven't felt their belonging. I'm sharing a vision that I received from God of heaven, and this is to help you find your belonging and your place. And the irony is that we live in an inverted world. The first will go last and the last will go first. Those who felt like they really truly don't belong here, it couldn't be further from the truth. You not only belong here, but you're part of a fabric of heaven, which is a dimension. It's a bandwidth of experience that is anchored through the true body of Christ. So I'm speaking directly to those who carry this living light that of the true Christ. This has got nothing to do with religion. This is the true body of Christ that is multidimensional. We can see it like a diamond passing light through. Imagine a diamond with loads of facets and lights coming in, and the light shines through all those facets, and it creates this multi-dimensional geometry of light. That is what the body of Christ is. And I'm shown this vision of heaven. This is just how God reveals things to me. I'm always shown light as geometry, and I believe that's so that I can share it with others and help them find their belonging, because we're all part of this geometry of light. Light moves in pattern and it moves in layers, but all together we make up this architecture. We can see it as an architecture of heaven that is a dimension. It is a bandwidth of experience. And for us to step into kind of our true purpose, our true calling, and our Christed identity, that is our identity that is revealed to us through God. When we start to see ourselves and recognize ourselves through the eyes of God as a child of God, that is ultimate creator, that is a perfect balance of mother and father. And I'm going to do another video soon on the true Trinity, which is mother, father, and child. But I'm shown that in order for us to open our heart and heal our heart, right, and let go of that false identity that felt so misplaced and rejected, we have to receive the love of the mother and father. And I'm shown the heart. You know, our human heart, like it has two different chambers. It's like each side of the heart connects to the mother and the father, and that is ultimate creator. I'm going to do another video on the Trinity soon. But ultimately, it's recognizing that you're part of this multifaceted, multidimensional body of Christ, and we work through time and space and dimensions, and we're really here to anchor this light. And so that's why step one is really about not taking anything personally in terms of all of that kind of rejection and like other people's confusion about you, and like not being able to really understand you and feeling really misplaced in this world. It's because of the light that you carry is so unique. And there is an influx right now. The last 3 days, I've been feeling a real influx of this new light. We can call this diamond light. I'll do another video on that as well. These are all just perspectives that the true Christ has revealed to me. But to see that that unique light isn't really understood yet. But the point is heaven as a dimension isn't really understood yet. And that's because you are a carrier of the light of heaven. You are here to anchor what we could call the kingdom of heaven, or that's being called the kingdom of heaven. It's a dimension. That's why Jesus multiple times, when asked about the kingdom of heaven, says it's within you. It's not necessarily this physical place that you can see with your eyes. It's a state of existence. It's a state of being. So when our hearts are opened and healed through the direct validation of God, that's why we ask God directly to validate us personally, privately, so that our whole sense of self is anchored and rooted in how God sees us, not how the world sees us. That means that we're not addicted to external applause or approval, and we're not We don't dim our light when we face rejection and misunderstanding. We have full permission through the eyes of God as a child of God. God gives us that validation, that recognition, which is so connected to how we feel love. And I'm going to share something that God showed me. When I was asking to help to understand like what actually is love, God showed me that love is actually a state of belonging within the totality of creation. And when we find our place, our true place within creation, we come into harmony, true harmony, and what we can call like oneness, which is, I guess, just a feeling of perfect belonging. And unity. And actually, that is love. And so when we ask for God's validation, when God starts to communicate with us directly and we start to receive that validation, and it's recognition on a soul level, and we're able to find our place and find our belonging. And that's why so many people feel like they just don't belong here, because we live in an inverted world, inverted reality. And actually, you hold the light of heaven, which is where we actually all find true belonging, right? So it actually begins to make sense why you haven't felt like you belong in the old world of suffering and fragmentation, because you're never meant to belong there. You carry the light of heaven, you carry the light of the true living Christ, because you are part of the body of Christ, and you can start to see this as a geometry of light. And you're one of those points of geometry, but it's all interconnected, right? That's what forms this incredible interconnectedness. And that is actually, that interconnectedness is what love is. It's belonging, it's unity, and it's the flow of light through our hearts, through our connected hearts. So I'm going to do many more videos. I'm going to leave that one today. But just meditate on it, you know, ask God to validate, and that the beauty of God, the beauty of this living light is alive. So it will continue to validate. It will continue. You will receive more and more validation, more and more of God's validation and clarity. And that's part of coming alive within this conversation as well, between you and God, the living light of God. So I'm trusting this video is going to find exactly who it's meant to. I don't use hashtags on these videos, so it's completely God's algorithm. And yeah, I'll come back soon and make some more videos.